Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight to the Turn 3 Racing Network. The Salt Flat IROC Series has rolled into the desert here to Phoenix, Arizona. It's the old-style Phoenix with the grass dog leg, so if anybody's going to make that sharp left-hand turn coming out of turn number 2 here tonight, it's going to be straight into the grass. That's not where they would like to end up tonight. So we do welcome you guys here, though, to Phoenix. A little track back here about Phoenix. Remember back into the early 90s, that's where Alan Kowicki had won and crowned, or had, kind of made his own victory lap called the Polish Victory Lap. The question tonight, though, rolling into Phoenix here, will be, can anybody else come out here and do that? Could Josiah Millen, last week's winner, come back here and win back-to-back races? Can he do a Polish Victory Lap? Or how about the man who's going to start shotgun to the field here tonight, Jason Dobbs in the 985? We're going to find out here in just a little bit. It looks like we have 2 minutes left here before we get into our qualifying session. Let's take a look, though, quick here at our points here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. A bunch of guys moving around this week. Tim Smith, though, going to stay up top on the point standings. He's got 200 points to his name here in the season so far. Jamie Leach sitting there second in your points with Cody Levitt third. Macro Belney is fourth. And, well, there sits fifth. That's Patrick Smith, and he is the highest running rookie of the championship standing, so he leads your Rookie of the Year championship points. Looking over there on the right-hand side, the team points led by the team Deeper Darker Blue. That's Jamie Leach and Cody Levitt as they lead those points. The Pink Posse of Tim Smith and Skylar Brown are second in the points with the Backwoods Racing Team sitting there in third. Keystone Motorsports is fourth, and the Midnight Runners sitting fifth on your point standings. Well, with just over a minute here before we get into our qualifying session, we're going to step away. We're going to play our national anthem. We will be right back here to the Phoenix International Raceway to bring you more Salt Flat IROC live qualifying.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back to the Phoenix International Raceway, race fans, as qualifying just being underway. The first one to take the green flag going to be that 79 right there of Patrick Smith. He's got his IROC tuned up, and now he's on the clock here for the first time from Phoenix. Question is, can Patrick Smith lay down a blistering time here? In your practice session, the 000 of Timmy Smith had the fastest time on the board, followed by Cody Levitt. Then it was Jeff Bergner and Jason Dobbs. So let's see as Smith here, Patrick Smith comes through turns 3 and 4 here to get onto the front stretch. You hear him out of the throttle a little bit, trying to get that car pointed in the right direction to get some rotation on it. Let's see as he crosses the stripe there. Patrick Smith going to go 6th on the board for the time being. Colton Farrow does take the 62 Aqua Machine to the top of the board. Colton Farrow driving for the Coast to Almost Coast race team, and right now he has the quick time as it didn't last very long. The Pink Posse driver from Ohio, Tim Smith, goes, "Hey, how you doing? I am here tonight from Phoenix, and I'm going to take the pole." He went to the pole with a 33.041. Last week's winner, Josiah Millen, comes across the board here with the Keystone Motorsports number 40 car. He goes P2 with a 33.26, and he gets bumped right away by Jamie Leach, who runs second in the points there for the Deeper Darker Do team. Jamie Leach, last year's champion here for the inaugural IROC season, and he's trying to back it up this year, though. He runs second in the points right now. He's 55 points back, but a long season to go yet, as we're only halfway through right now. So he's got a lot of time to work his way back up into the points hunt. Danny Valenzuela out there on track. He just finished his qualifying attempt. The Danny in the 04 there for Over the Wall Racing goes P7 on the board. Greg O'Berry just put down a blistering time. Greg O'Berry, one of those short track guys who always looks forward to coming out here and racing. Racing on these short tracks. Has a good, strong top 5 finish. It looks like 4 in a row on short tracks for Greg O'Berry to finish inside the top 5. And, well, he's going to have a good starting spot here tonight. Well, we do thank everybody for tuning in here tonight to watch the Salt Flat IROC Series, guys. 18 drivers have turned in a time here in qualifying. Cody Levitt now out on track. But as we thank all of our fans who tune in on a weekly basis here, we got to thank Larry Poling. He's one of the hugest Salt Flat IROC fans, and we know he's out there watching tonight. Well, so we thank Larry for tuning in, and we thank everybody else also for tuning in. You're welcome to tune in to chat here. We'll see if we can get some questions answered for you, as we still got about a minute left here in qualifying. Let's see, while we have a minute here in qualifying, if we can actually, as Cody gets a little loose coming off the corner number 1 there, he's going to find the inside wall. It's unfortunate for him. Orlando Rivera just finished up his qualifying action as he goes P8 on the board. Let's see if we can get a word in with a driver from last week who didn't have the finish that he thought he was going to have. Jason Dobbs, you got a copy. This is Roger up here in your booth. Well, Jason, looks like you're going to have a long night ahead of you here from Phoenix. Tell us what could be the strategy going forward tonight as you start from the rear of the field. Yeah, as we get back into your race car here at Phoenix International, is this a track that you circled on the map that you were looking forward to coming to, or is this a track that you could probably, you'd rather forget here, especially starting towards the back? Well, like you said, we are here at Phoenix. How about the track out there in practice? How was it for you?
To be back out here at Phoenix and getting to drive my race car.
Well, it would have been nice if half your fans could have heard everything you just said. I forgot to turn the mic on, but we're saying once again, how do you feel about tonight's chances?
Everything's great. I look forward to getting back in my race car here at Phoenix.
Well, Jason, I don't know what to say. We're at Phoenix. I guess good luck here starting at the rear of the field tonight.
Hey, go Vols.
Well, there you heard it from that man right there, Jason Griffith Dobbs. He's going to start the 985 shotgun to the field here tonight as you see him gridded up at the back of this one. So as these guys start to grid up here, let's see if we can work our way through your starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight for grabbing the Sim Necessities Pole Award from Phoenix, gonna be that 000 right there of Timmy Smith. Starting right alongside him, gonna be the 141 of Greg O'Berry. Starting in your second row, third and fourth, 2 teammates out of the Deeper Darker Do camp. That's going to be Cody Levitt, and, well, right alongside him, going to be Jamie Leach. Starting fifth after winning last week's event from Atlanta Motor Speedway, going to be the number 40, Josiah Millen. Starting sixth, going to be the number 4, Matt Grobelny. 7th on your grid here tonight, going to be the 99 of Daryl Clauder out of Florida. And right next to him, not far away, just a boat ride away, going to be the 54, Orlando Rivera. 9th position going to go to the 62, Colton Farrow here tonight. Right alongside him, going to be Danny Over the Wall Valenzuela. Starting in your 11th position for the Keystone Motorsports, driver number 31, Donald Bennett. And how about Nicholas Bieber going to start the 82 there, 12th tonight. 13th going to go to the bridesmaid Conley himself in the number 7. And Timmy Valenzuela having a top 15 starting position here tonight. 15th going to go to the number 19 of Skip Carmen. And Michael Whitaker got the 707 out here from New Jersey. He's going to roll off 16th. 17th going to go to Jarrett Reichard. And 18th going to go to Skip Carmen. 19th going to go to Patrick Smith in the 79. And how about David Whirl right there in the 25, starting 20th. 21st going to go to Jared Haggard-Orden. Josh Taylor going to roll off there, 22nd. 23rd going to be Jason Dobbs. And starting next to him, going to be the 21 of Jeff Bergner. That's your starting lineup here tonight. And we're about to go green flag racing. Look at that, the pace car's down the way. Oh, a little bit of blinking action real early here before we hit the green flag for Tim Smith, but he gets it, looks like, straightened out, and we're green flag racing for the first time here from Phoenix. 2x2 down into the corner. It looks like everybody goes. Still a little bit of blinking issue there for Tim Smith. Looks like everybody's going to get away pretty well there out of turn 1 and through the dog leg. Still side by side, though, for your second and third position. Cody Levitt has that inside battle over Greg O'Berry. We're going to see real early what groove is going to work coming out of that turn right here onto the front stretch. Right now, looks like the inside groove on the fresh tires as Levitt takes the position. Tim Smith, though, going to lead lap number 1 and still continues to have a little bit of blinking issues. Jamie Leach taking it a little high there out of the corner. That allowed Josiah to, looks like he got a run, but elected that he wasn't going to dive in there and kind of force the envelope here on lap number 2. Jamie goes high again, though. Here comes Millen to the inside of that orange Keystone Motorsports car. Millen has a good run. Jamie gives him the room. Millen gives the room to the inside, but right at the line, that's going to be Jamie Leach holding on to that 4th position. Looking through the timing and scoring, Jason Dobbs. I heard somebody out there in chat wondering about Dobbs coming through the field. P21 right now, right behind Timmy Valenzuela and the number 21 of Jeff Bergner. See them all going through that little dog leg there. One driver not to take the green flag here. That's going to be the 25 of David Whirl. There's a little bit of a battle there, though, right in front of these guys. Jeff Bergner to the inside of the number 30 of David Carmen, one of the rookies here this year. Driving for that, he's driving for the Chronic Racing team right now. Carmen Racing, as you will also. Looks like Tim Valenzuela down onto the apron there. You're having a little bit of problems with that handling on that machine here in the early going. He's going to lose a couple positions. Back to the front here, though. Josiah Millen getting shoved to the outside. Here comes the number 4 of Matt Grobelny out there racing for the Backwoods Racing Team out of New Jersey. That boy is certainly some sorts of backwoods. So they're still side by side. The battle up at the front, though, it's getting pretty close. Cody Levitt has started to reel back in Tim Smith as you see them just out the corner of the camera angle here. Cody Levitt all over the back bumper of that 000 Tim Smith. Josiah Millen still hanging out towards the back there with Matt Grobelny just behind that lead group. Josiah and Matt still battling her out. At the front, it looked like for a moment Cody Levitt was going to take advantage of Tim Smith off the final corner. Elected not to, fell back in line, but now he's got pressure from Greg O'Berry in the 141. O'Berry's coming to the dance, and he's actually pulling along Jamie Leach. Everybody's starting to kind of close the gap on your leader of Tim Smith. Greg O'Berry looking quite like he wants to try and take the inside there on Cody Levitt, but elected not to. It gets into the outside wall coming off turn 4. Caution flag waving here. Looks like a big pile up. A bunch of drivers collected towards the back of this one. Skip Carmen, Michael Whitaker, Josh Taylor involved here, so we're going to have to take it back here on a replay. If we can find what happened to all these drivers, let's take a look. As they come down into the corner, looks like Jeff Bergner looks to the inside here on Carmen. Carmen goes up the track just a little bit. Might have been a little net code between Carmen and the 21 of Bergner. Michael Whitaker nowhere to go there in the 707 machine as he gets wrapped up and tangled up into this. So 4-car incident here on lap 8. Let's see if we can go back. Let's see if we can go cockpit view with Michael Whitaker. Michael Whitaker looks like just a victim of the wrong place, wrong time, as he gets turned around there with those guys. Michael Whitaker going to be able to stay out there on track, though. So as the first caution flag waves here from Phoenix, the question will be on lap number 8 here, will anybody elect to come down and put 4 fresh tires on? It's quite early. It's Cody Levitt faking like he was going to come down. Looks like Greg O'Berry's going to be the first one to come down pit road. He'll come down, and then it would be Macro Belney coming along with him. And then it looks like the 40 of Josiah Millen also going to take the chance here, roll the dice, and he's going to come down pit road and put 4 fresh tires on it. Darrell Clauter also coming down along with Colton Farrow. Donald Bennett also in with Danny Valenzuela. So a handful of drivers taking a little bit of different strategy here. Your top 6 going to stay out. That's going to be Tim Smith, Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach, Orlando Rivera, Nicholas Bieber, and Hunter Conley. Everybody else throughout the field coming down pit road here on this yellow. They're going to take advantage of trying to put 4 fresh tires on their cars and see if they can work their way through the field. Looks like Danny Valenzuela going to be the first one down and away off pit road. It's going to be Jeff Bergner. Bergner picking up about 6-7 positions on this round of pit stops. Then it's going to be Greg O'Berry, Josiah Millen rounding out the top 10. Mac Robelny come out of the pit lane running in your 11th position with Colton Farrow right there, 12th. Darrell Clauter is running 13th. Jason Dobbs now up to the 14th position as he scooted his way through that wreck there on lap 7. Looks like the guys are going to double it up here. Once again, Tim Smith going to take the inside here on this restart. Restart going to be on lap number 11 of the 100 scheduled here tonight. Jamie Leach going to start 3rd with Orlando Rivera 4th. And it's going to be Nicholas Bieber and then Hunter Conley. Those are your drivers who all stayed out. And that's your top 6 drivers here on this restart. Pace car working through turns 3 and 4 right now with the lights off. We're just waiting for that iRacing Mustang to get itself off the track so we can get back to some side-by-side racing action here on the little 1 mile 3-corner really track here at Phoenix. And there it is, iRacing pace car down and away. And there it is, flagman waving his arm like crazy, and we're back to green flag racing. Look at them all come down the front stretch. Tim Smith still having the blinking issue. Your top 4 going to go single file out. Odd man out there, that's going to be Hunter Conley stuck to the outside because here comes Jeff Bergner in the 21, the Midnight Runners. Jeff Bergner, remember, he's got those 4 fresh tires. Nicholas Bieber, though, going backwards on this restart. Nicholas Bieber right there. He's to the inside on the 62 of Colton Farrow, but he's on older tires. He's sliding through the corner, slipping and sliding. He's still trying to gather up that car as we go 3 wide out of turn 4. 3 wide out of the corner. There's Jason Dobbs. He's going to make his way around. That'll give him the 11th place position right now. Everybody looks single file through your top 10. Let's go all the way back here. So you find Greg O'Berry, who was looking for a moment under the 04 there of Danny Valenzuela, but wasn't able to make the move. The next side-by-side battle, that's going to be back here for your 15th position. Josh Taylor going to the inside on Donald Bennett. Remember, Josh Taylor was wrapped up in that wreck there in the opening handful of laps. Oh, almost contact with Darrell Clauter and Josh Taylor as it looked like Darrell to the outside there got a little bit sideways. He gathered it up and was able to gain that car back under control. All the action starting back here. Nicholas Bieber, though, right there in that blue 82, still falling through the field. So as he falls through the field, we're going to check back up in front here because Danny Valenzuela did lose the position to the 141 there of Greg O'Berry, and now he continues to fall. Jeff Bergner finally getting around the 7 of Hunter Conley, so that'll put Bergner there into your 4th position with Conley sitting in 5th. But here comes Millen to try and take that position away from Hunter Conley. 4 fresh tires looking like they're playing a factor here tonight. Down into the corner it goes. Millen able to drive it in just a little bit farther than the 7 of Hunter Conley. Look at him. You can tell he gets through the middle also better. So the 4 fresh tires here tonight as Millen sideways off turn 4. You can see him working the hands inside the 40 car. Jamie Leach up the track just in front of these guys as Jeff Bergner sideways using all 4 fresh tires to the best that he can right now. He's moved his way from outside the top 10. Remember, just a handful of laps ago, he was running right around the 20th position. Now Bergner sitting 3rd and trying to continue his way up through. That looks like Colton Farrow moving up through the field as Orlando Rivera kind of slipped there going into turn 3. Orlando falling backwards as Colton Farrow punches the wall there. Somebody into the outside wall coming off turn number 4. That looks like that is Timmy Valenzuela as everybody trying to get around him. Jarrett Reichert along with Michael Whitaker jump to the inside. Hagedorn going to go around him on the outside. So Timmy Valenzuela smacking the wall there to the inside. Got a lot of left front damage on the 05 of that machine as Greg O'Berry is around. We didn't see that. Doesn't look like any caution. Now the caution flag going to come out. Greg O'Berry turned around here, it looks. Well, here we're going to have to throw it in reverse here on lap number 16 as Greg O'Berry possibly going around bringing out the caution flag. Greg O'Berry was running there, had the 4 fresh tires. He was battling with Colton Farrow. What happens as he comes through turn 1? Let's check it out. Right here on the replay, it looks like, oh, just gets loose. He got loose, and the car just slid straight to the left to the inside wall. The question is going to be, though, how much damage is done to the 141 machine? That's what puts us here under caution. It's a single car spin off turn number 1. Let's see if we go onto the roof cam here with Greg O'Berry. It doesn't look like you can see that much of damage. Let's go from the roof cam right here and just see how he comes and negotiates through turns 1. Oh, he actually ends up making contact. We didn't see that on the camera angle that we did have before, but him and Colton Farrow going to make contact, and that sends the 141 to the inside wall. So everybody going to come down pit road here except for Hunter Conley. He's going to stay out. Danny Valenzuela going to stay out also, along with, I believe, Colton Farrow also staying out. So 3 drivers going to stay out here. Everybody else is going to come down pit road. See Greg O'Berry coming to a rest in his pit box. So now it's going to be interesting to see now here, since Conley did get credited with leading a lap, is he going to bring down that green number 7 to pit road? Or is he going to stay out as you see a big cloud come over the speedway? Might cool the track just a little bit as we're up to 110-degree track temp. Let's see as they roll through turn 4 here. It doesn't look like Hunter Conley's going to pull the 7 car down pit road. He's going to stay out there right where he is. He likes it out front. Not sure what happened to Colton Farrow, but he is starting to, he's slow off turn 4 there. He has a little right front damage also to the 62. Might have taken an EOL penalty for getting into Greg O'Berry. So it looks like we're going to double them up early here. It's going to be Conley to the inside, then it's going to be Danny Valenzuela to the outside. Dobbs now all the way up into the 3rd position. Cody Levitt sitting there in 4th. Then it's going to be Tim Smith in 5th. And then it's going to be Jeff Bergner in 6th. Jamie Leach is 7th. Josiah Millen is 8th. Orlando Rivera is 9th. And Mac Robelny rounds out the top 10. So we'll restart here on lap number 20. A long race to go yet. You've seen a couple guys get into it just a little bit here in the early going from a short track. That's kind of what it is. It's just over a mile. It's 1 mile, 0.01. So we're throwing it into the category of being a short track. And there goes the iRacing pace car. It's ducking in. Now we're just waiting for the green flag. There it is. Hunter Conley gets a great start there. Danny Valenzuela a little slow up through the gearbox. Can Jason Dobbs take advantage? Can he jump to the inside here and get around Danny Valenzuela? He's got the 4 fresh tires. Cody Levitt also looking. There's a bump from Jeff Bergner to Cody Levitt's back bumper as they go down the back stretch through the dog leg. Bergner releases off the back bumper and lets Levitt have a little bit of room so he can try and drive it down. Conley going to get loose coming into the corner. Him and Valenzuela going to bang doors. Off turn number 4. Who's going to have it? Let's check it out at the line. Who's going to have it? Look at them side by side. Danny Valenzuela going to lead the first lap under green flag racing conditions for himself, and the over-the-wall racing team gets credited with finally a lap led under green. Danny Valenzuela to the point. Conley now goes side by side with Jeff Bergner. Gets a big wiggle off turn number 1. I guess that's actually turn 2 here. It's a triangle track down into the corner. Valenzuela going to go high. He's going to block Cody Levitt. That's going to really kill the momentum for the 38. That's going to allow Hunter Conley to fight back. How about that inside pink car? Tim Smith taking it 3 wide to the inside on Dobbs. Tim Smith still having that blinking issue a little bit there. Millen right to the back bumper on Smith. Side by side at the front, though. Cody Levitt going to go to the inside. Him and Valenzuela going to make a little bit of contact at the point here. Cody has those 4 fresh tires, though, and he's trying to put them to use right now because he can see Hunter Conley still hanging there. There's Jeff Bergner. Bergner still has 4 fresh tires behind him. So Danny's trying to hang on. Cody Levitt now to the lead. Levitt to the lead, and he's starting to put a gap between him and Danny Valenzuela and the rest of the group back through the field. Macro Bell. Oh, Valenzuela overshoots the corner. He goes way high. He was 3 wide for just a moment. Side-by-side action, though, for the 3rd and 4th spot between the 2 teammates. Grobelny going to take the advantage as Hunter Conley has the older tires. Here comes Grobelny to the outside on Bergner. Can he make the outside lane work in his advantage? Bergner going to suck right down onto the yellow line through 3 and 4. There you see Grobelny right up against that wall. No room for error when you're driving on the edge like Grobelny as he made the outside pass. Oh, out of nowhere, there comes the 000 of Tim Smith. I think the blinking issue may have come into a factor there as Bergner's turned around. Millen's pointed in the wrong direction now. Out of nowhere, it looked like the 000 of Tim Smith appeared. We're going to have to throw it in rewind here and find out what happened between those guys. As you see it, there is Tim Smith to the outside coming out of turn number 4. Let's see where Tim Smith ends up. Tim Smith still to the outside there between Jeff Bergner. Looks like Tim Smith disappears. Next thing you know, sideways in front of the 21 of Jeff Bergner, and then Millen nowhere to go, gets collected. And I believe that's going to be, that is, the 54 of Orlando Rivera is also involved in that one. But the big losers in all that exchange are going to be the 21 of Bergner and definitely the 40 of Millen, as those guys were all wrapped up inside. Inside, outside, they were just all wrapped up in that incident right there. So, once again, we're under yellow flag conditions here from Phoenix. Let's see if anybody's going to elect to take their cars down pit road here. Looks like the Backwoods Racing team going to come down. Your Do It for Dale Motor, or your Deeper Darker Dude team going to stay out. So some team strategy, maybe some team orders here playing into a factor. So Macro Belney, Hunter Conley, Jason Dobbs going to come down pit road. That'll leave a handful of drivers out there on track. Cody Levitt going to stay out on track along with the 88 of Jamie Leach. Greg O'Berry staying out. David Carmen staying out for some track position. Timmy Valenzuela is also staying out. It looks like everybody else down pit road. So 5 guys going to stay out here. Try and separate themselves through the field. First one off pit road, though, going to be that 01 of Josh Taylor. Then it's going to be Donald Bennett. Or actually, it's going to be Macro Belney and then Donald Bennett, Jason Dobbs, Hunter Conley, Danny Valenzuela, Nicholas Bieber. Then it's going to be Orlando Rivera, Patrick Smith, and Michael Whitaker rounding out those top 15 positions. And it looks like the 000 of Tim Smith actually has lost connection with the server here. So unfortunately for Tim Smith, getting involved in that accident and then being dropped from the server due to connection issues. Hopefully he can get those straightened out and possibly get back out here on track before he loses too much ground. So it's going to be Levitt, Leach, Carmen, O'Berry, Tim Valenzuela, and then Josh Taylor, your top 6 positions here. We are doubled up, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. So 2 teammates on the front row here. Let's see how they play out once we take the green flag. There's the green flag, and it looks like Levitt left a little early, so Jamie Leach could possibly take the 2nd position. So then the battle's going to be on Greg O'Berry and David Carmen. They're settling it out real quick. Now we're going to have to watch how this plays out. The old tires of the 05 of Timmy Valenzuela getting a little bit of a bump, a little shot from the front bumper of the number 4. Mac Robelny not playing nice with Timmy Valenzuela, as Valenzuela actually takes the shortcut, I guess, through the grass there on the dog leg. Talked about how it's the grass dog leg here for Phoenix tonight for the IROC guys. Tim Valenzuela putting it to use. Out front, though, to lead this lap, going to be Cody Levitt, then Jamie Leach, Greg O'Berry. The battle's back here right around the 8th position, as Mac Robelny is now trying to get around another one of those over-the-wall racers. This time, now it's going to be the 04 of Danny Valenzuela. Here comes Grobelny to the inside. Danny looks like he's going to move high just a little bit. He's going to give Grobelny a little bit of room to see if he can work his way through past safely. Let's find out here as we watch this battle brew. Remember, this is your 7th, 8th, 9th position. Throw them all under the blanket right here. Grobelny going to make the pass off turn 4. Now it's going to be seeing if the bridesmaid Conley can make his way around Danny Valenzuela. So here comes Hunter Conley. Now he throws it to the inside on Valenzuela. Looks like he had a little bit of a bobble there. He put the power down, and power passed through the dog leg. Side by side still at the dog leg. Give the advantage right now to the 04 of Danny Valenzuela in the pink car to the outside. Those backwoods racers out of Pennsylvania for Mac Robelny Pennsylvania for Conley, and New Jersey for Grobelny. Somebody sideways towards the back. Nicholas Bieber slamming the inside wall. Nicholas Bieber going to bring out a caution here on lap 31 as Beast Racing 82. Nicholas Bieber looked like just getting a little bit loose there and finding the inside wall. Let's watch and go overhead here from our blimp. A little bit closer here of a camera angle if we can. Nicholas Bieber, that blue car all by himself there, the darker blue car as he goes down into the corner. Let's see, nobody around him. You see the battle just ahead of him between Conley and Valenzuela. Looked like Nicholas Bieber just went back to the throttle too soon and left turn the car made. He locked her down to stay out of the track. Comes to rest against that inside wall. That's not exactly the way that Nicholas Bieber wanted to end his night, but it looks like some damage done to that machine. See if we can get a word in with Nicholas Bieber here in just a moment, if we can find him out there. That's not what the driver from the BeastRacing.com team wanted to see tonight. He wanted to have a good showing for himself. I know he had some technical difficulties with his wheel before we went live here tonight, as he scrambled to get all his pieces and parts figured out. So now what's the strategy going to be played here at the front of the field? Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach going to come down pit road, but Greg O'Berry's going to stay out. So Greg O'Berry's going to take over the lead for the time being. Looks like everybody else, though, is coming down pit road except for Hunter Conley. Conley's going to stay out. Looks like Colton Farrell will also stay out. Jason Dobbs down pit road, Jeff Bergner, Josh Taylor, Michael Whitaker, Jared Hagerdorn. The field is down pit road except for 4 drivers. 4 drivers going to play the strategy here tonight. A lot of different strategies get used throughout the event here with the Salt Flat IROC Series event. Greg O'Berry going to take the lead with Hunter Conley staying out there. Let's take a look. Greg O'Berry's been out there for 15 laps on his tires. Hunter Conley has been out there for 7, along with Colton Farrell and Darrell Clauter. So 2 teammates here in the 62 and the 99 going to stay out. Let's see if we can now finally get a word in with the driver of the 82. believe I heard we do have Nicholas Bieber, so let's see if we can pull him in here. Nick Bieber, you got a copy. It's Roger here in the booth.
Hey, what's up, Roger?
Well, Nick, we know it's not exactly the way that you like to talk to us, especially tonight here from Phoenix. We know you had maybe, a little hectic run to get into the event here tonight with your wheel not really synchronizing, but tell us what happened there coming off turn number 4.
It just got loose. I think I went a little below the apron, and I was just trying to push it to try to get back up to that lead pack. Felt like I had the car to do it, and it just got loose and went right into the inside wall, and thankfully no one else was involved, that I didn't take no one else out, just myself.
Yeah, a class move there as you held the car to the inside there to the wall. What's the damage looking like, though, on the 82 machine?
It's saying I got about 11 minutes of repair, so if I come out, I'm going to be a lot of laps down and probably slow. So the possibility I might come out, possibility I might not. It just depends on, let's see how bad she is.
Well, we're not quite halfway through the event here from Phoenix, so hopefully you can get some repairs done to that BeastRacing.com 82 car and back out here onto the track tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. I was having fun. I was doing good, running good lines and having close races, and I guess fate decided it wanted me to spit out into the inside wall. So,
well, probably figured with no air conditioning down there in Maryland, you could use a couple minutes to cool off.
yeah, I could probably go cool off, go grab myself a bottle of water. So,
Well, Nick, hopefully you can get back out there and good luck.
thank you, Roger.
Well, there was driver of the number 82, Nicholas Bieber, as unfortunately he came to a rest on the inside wall. Looks like the lights are out, though, on the pace cars. We should go back green flag racing here as everybody's doubling it up. It's going to be Grego Berry starting to the inside with Hunter the Bridesmaid Conley second, Colton Farrow there in third, Daryl Clauder is fourth. Jeff Bergner's made his way back up into the top 5 as that's where he'll start fifth with Patrick Smith there in sixth. Then it's going to be Cody Levitt, Jason Dobbs, Jamie Leach, then Mac Robelny rounding out the top 10 as there's the pace car pointed towards pit road, and we are back to green flag racing here from Phoenix, and a great start this time by your front two. Grego Berry and Hunter Conley going to go side by side, and right behind them, oh, look at that. Conley decides he's going to duck in real quick. Conley ducks into the second position, but the battle's on. Here comes Jeff Bergner. He was up towards the front, and then he ended up going backwards there with a little bit of a mix-up with Tim Smith, so now here comes Bergner back out onto the hunt. Bergner going to look here on Colton Farrow for the third position to the inside. He's got the new tires. He's going to put them to use. He does. He's going to clear as we got 3 wide right behind them. Patrick Smith stuck in the middle. Dobbs looks to be a little bit sideways. He hung on to that, ladies and gentlemen. Dobbs goes 3 wide. Somebody tags the wall, puts him in the middle, swerving all around. The 985 comes out of there. Doesn't even look like it has a scratch on that car. He gathers it up. He's shown, though, in your 10th position, battling with Jamie Leach now. So just like that, in a blink of an eye, things can change. Jason Dobbs goes from running in your 6th position all the way down to your 11th position. He's going to have to cool the tires off on that IROC and see if he can get back through the field. Through the field, though, it's still Grego Berry out front with Hunter Conley, Jeff Bergner, Colton Farrow, Cody Levitt, your top 5. Then it's Orlando Rivera, and then it's Patrick Smith as Rivera just passed up Patrick Smith there for the 6th position. Patrick Smith running 7th and looking maybe to take back that position from Orlando Rivera. Side by side, they go through the dog leg. Who's going to have the advantage coming through here? We've seen the outside work for some guys if they have the fresh tires. Right now, both these drivers on the same tire strategy, so who's going to have it? There you saw it looks like Patrick Smith sideways off the corner. That's going to give the big run there to Orlando Rivera. He's going to have it easy, and then Mac Robelny's going to take the position. Now here comes Jamie Leach. Leach takes that spot to the outside. Jamie Leach going to try, as now actually Patrick Smith got a great run that time. It looks like it's not going to be a great or good enough run. Jamie Leach goes around him, and Jason Dobbs goes around him. There's a battle right here, though, at the front. Bergner and Conley. Conley sliding it sideways in the 7 machine. He slides it sideways, loses second place to Jeff Bergner, but hangs on to it. A lot of slipping and sliding out there. The track temp's still pretty hot here at Phoenix. And there you see Hunter Conley. He's going to settle into your 3rd position. Jeff Bergner, though, is on the hunt. He can smell the lead. He can see it. Not quite halfway yet here from Phoenix. 10 laps before the halfway point. Jeff Bergner trying to get back to that spot. He didn't get to lead a lap earlier as he was looking for the lead when he made contact with the 000 of Tim Smith. Tim Smith has reconnected into the lobby. He is shown right now, though, 10 laps down. His night may be over with for the win. Jeff Bergner, though, starting to claw his way. But the battle now is for the 5th position. Orlando Rivera with the fresher tires is now starting to pounce on the 62 of Colton Farrow as they go down the backstretch. Through the dog leg they go, down into turns 3 and 4. See how low Orlando enters down there on the yellow line, tries to keep the 54 down there with these hot and slippy conditions. Look at that side-by-side rub and paint between the blue cars. Orlando Rivera going to take the spot, but now here's Matt Grobelny as Grobelny pushes the 54 down into the corner. Orlando looks like he gave up the bottom groove there for a moment, or maybe he got pushed into sliding up the track as he's hanging on to it right up against the fence line. Conley, just ahead of these guys in the 7, was into the fence. Now Bergner's going to go for the lead right in front of him. Jeff Bergner going to dive to the inside in turn 3 to see if he can take the position on Greg O'Berry. O'Berry hanging it out, laying it onto the right rear. Jeff Bergner trying to take the lead. They are dead even. Let's see at the line. It's going to credit Greg O'Berry with that lap led as Conley sideways once again behind these guys. Conley is doing everything he can at this point to hang on to that 7 machine. Jeff Bergner also sideways off corner 2. That's something these IROCs always do every Wednesday night right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. Put on one heck of a show. Levitt came to the dance now. So it's a 3-car battle as Conley's starting to fade. Conley's starting to fade, and Bergner is literally hanging her sideways. That's going to give Greg O'Berry the lead back, as now he's going to have to battle with Cody Levitt side by side. Jeff Bergner used to running those pavement sprint cars out west, used to having a big old wing on the top of his car. No wing here with the IROCs. That kind of takes a little bit of the downforce, if you will, away from the car. There's only 7-inch tires on these IROCs out here tonight. So once you heat up that 7-inch contact patch, you don't have much to really rely on. Conley has closed the gap back to the 38-11. Off turn 4, it's a 4-car battle. Matt Grobelny just hanging behind these guys. He's got Orlando Rivera until they are a second back from your leader. Only about a half second back to Conley. Conley going to look to the inside on Levitt here through turns 1 and 2. Not going to be able to put the momentum down. So it's Greg O'Berry, Jeff Bergner, Cody Levitt, Hunter Conley, Matt Grobelny round out your top 5 drivers. Taking a look back through here, it looks like Dobbs is coming back through the field once again. He's now back up into the 8th position, looking to get around Colton Farrow, who has those older tires. But the longer run that we are on here, going to chew away the tires on Dobbs' car. It's going to kind of even him out there to Farrow. Greg O'Berry shoots and misses turn 1. That's going to put Jeff Bergner to the inside of him. Bergner to the inside. It looks like he's cleared of the 141 of Greg O'Berry. So then O'Berry's going to have to worry about the 38-11. Look at the side-by-side action. 3 wide at the front. Hunter Conley to the inside. Matt Grobelny on the bottom. As they come out of turn 4, still side-by-side. Now they're going to figure it out. They're going to go 2x2 for your first 6 positions. Jeff Bergner going to slam the door on Cody Levitt. Dobbs making a pass also back there on Colton Farrow. You see him just out of the picture behind this group. The orange car to the inside. That's going to be the 985 of Jason Dobbs. He's going to go to the inside and try and work around Colton Farrow. Greg O'Berry, though, stuck to the outside on those old tires, going straight backwards. Well, as we just heard over the race comms, Nick Bieber going to park the 82 machine here for the evening as a cloud rolls back over the raceway. So Hunter Conley did make that outside lane work. Caution flag is out on track. It looks like Jarrett Reichert in the 86 machine pointed in the wrong direction. So let's take a look at our replay and see what happened to Jarrett Reichert as he was battling towards, it looks like, the 16th position. There you see the 04 Danny Valenzuela just in front of the 86 of Reichert. Reichert, I'm not sure if Reichert checked up a little too much and then nowhere to go. A 707 of Whitaker just barely brushes the rear bumper of the 86 and around Jarrett Reichert goes. So a caution flag coming out here 1 lap before we hit the halfway point. Jeff Bergner is your race leader. Well, with 52 laps to go here, it's the perfect time for the Salt Flat IROC halfway break. Halfway break brought to you by the Salt Flat IROC koozie. You can get your own custom koozie by Salt Flat IROC Series by hitting up the guy who's sitting in the 4th position. That's going to be the number 4 of Mac Robelny. Head on over to Facebook, contact Mac Robelny, and he can hook you up with one of these Salt Flat IROC koozies. Always keeps your beverage nice and cool while watching one of these races. So it looks like everybody just about going to come down pit road. A couple guys playing a little strategy there. You see a pink car to the outside. That's Tim Smith. He is out there on track. That'll put him 9 laps down as he stays out there. Darrell Clauter going to stay out. Did he get a lap led? It does not look like Darrell Clauter beat the leader to the line, so it looks like he's going to actually have to go around one more time before he can be scored as your actual leader and lead a lap here for Phoenix. Well, we didn't get to take a peek at this earlier today, but let's go ahead and take a peek at it right now. It's a 4-corner track here from the Phoenix International Raceway. Length, like I said, it's just a 1.1 mile track. 100 laps tonight is the distance that equals out to right there at 101. 100 laps equals out to 101 miles. I'll get the words out sooner or later. The track temp still setting blistering temps up over 100 degrees. Air temp is at 67 degrees. Wind speed of 3 miles per hour to the south-southwest. Here comes Darrell Clauter. Now he's going to bring down the machine to pit road. Question is, can he get to the line before Jeff Bergner, who came out of pit road first? It looks like he should have plenty of time to get there. Jeff Bergner comes out of pit road first, leading the way with Cody Levitt there second, Mac Robelny fourth, and then it's going to be Orlando Rivera, Jason Dobbs, Jamie Leach, David Carmen in 8th. Hunter Conley losing a lot of positions on pit road as he had to stay, it looks like, for about 4 extra seconds compared to a lot of the guys in the front. Then it's going to be Patrick Smith sitting in 9th. Colton Farrell comes out of the pits running in your 10th position. So as we pace here just over the halfway marker now, 50 laps, or well, we are at exactly the halfway marker. We went a little early on the halfway break, but we wanted to make sure we got in the halfway beverage. So as we are circling the track still here, let's see if we get the 1 to go marker from the flagman at the stripe. Let's check it out. 1 to go, so we will double them up here. Pretty quick caution flag laps here from Phoenix International Raceway. Is actually just looking through the timing and scoring. We have one driver did not take to the grid here tonight. That's going to be the 25 of David Whirl. We know David out there is having computer issues. It is a simulator, so sometimes if something happens with a computer, it could put you really up something creek without a paddle, and that kind of seems to be where David Whirl is here tonight. Nicholas Bieber has also retired from the event, 21 laps down. Tim Smith has rejoined after dropping his connection to the server. He is shown 22nd, though, 9 laps down, and I believe the 05 of Timmy Valenzuela, after making contact with the inside wall off turn 2, has taken the 05 to the garage. Right now he's still sitting there, but he's been in pit lane now for 5 minutes. Josiah Millen is running 20th. He is your last car on the lead lap. But we are ready to turn these guys loose once again here on lap 53. There goes the pace car. And Jeff Bergner, you can hear him starting to come up through the gears. Jeff Bergner gets away pretty clean there. He's going to clear Cody Levitt. And Levitt now going to have to deal with the 4 of Mac Robelny. As Cody Levitt battles, look at everybody else there also trying to battle. Can Levitt put the power down to the outside? He does get the power down. With those fresh tires, you can run out there on the outside lane. The next side-by-side battle towards the front, though, that's going to be Orlando Rivera ducking to the inside on the 88 of Jamie Leach. Then Jason Dobbs is right there, along with the bridesmaid Conley. That green car, side-by-side, that's the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th position. Orlando Rivera going to come off turn 4. He's going to squeeze up there, barely making it into the room. As Leach now goes to the inside down in turn 1. As Jamie Leach goes to the inside, can he bring along the 985 of Jason Dobbs? Can they go and get around this little group of cars and start marching their way back up to Mac Robelny, Cody Levitt, and Jeff Bergner? Because Levitt pushes real high through turns 3. as Levitt pushes way high through turns 3 and 4 there. Macro Belny going to get to the inside, but look at the momentum that Levitt was able to carry down the front stretch. Levitt carries the momentum, pushes off into the corner, gets right down onto the door of the number 4, trying to side draft, take the momentum away from Macro Belny as Jeff Bergner sees this in his mirror. He goes, boys, have at it. I'm up here. I'll just run my race. You guys have at it back there. You fight it out. As they're still side by side, Jamie Leach has now just about cleared Orlando Rivera just behind this battle. As here comes Dobbs. Dobbs going to try and take it 3 wide. Not enough momentum. He thought about it. He wants to do it. Just doesn't have the ponies right now up under that Vols Nation car. Grobelny is still holding the inside on Cody Levitt. There's that roll bar camera on board with Matt Grobelny as you see him working down into turn 3. Let's go down here and get a digger. Got a digger for just a moment as you saw Jeff Berger run over that camera as they come down the front stretch. Berger going to lead another lap. That's still the battle. Now they swapped it though, but check it out right behind them. Almost 3 wide. Hunter Conley thought about going to the middle. It's Rivera, Leach, Conley, now Dobbs. So that's your 4th through your 7th position. As they all battle it out though, Greg O'Berry's starting to make his way back up through the field. He's right here with this group. At the line, Jeff Bergner, Bergner, Grobelny, Levitt. Side-by-side battle, though, right here with Colton Farrow and Jason Dobbs, the 7th and 8th spot. Greg O'Berry just kind of chilling right behind right now. Wants to know who's going to have the momentum, who's going to take the line, as it looks like it's going to be Dobbs there. Is working a little bit better off the inside. Conley's going to be stuck side-by-side, though, right ahead of them. Door-to-door with Jamie Leach on turn 4. Looks like that outside lane off turn 4 really gets a good run. As Conley going to take over that 5th position away from Jamie Leach, but he slides high, so he should allow the 88 of Jamie Leach to get a good run. Well, Conley's going to hang on to the position for the moment. As we missed it, something happened with Jeff Bergner as he slipped up. Matt Grobelny was able to work his way around him, so Grobelny takes the lead. Hunter Conley slipping off turn 4. Almost looked like he was trying to hot pit that number 7 car. He's going to go side-by-side with Jamie Leach once again. But a new leader here from Phoenix with 41 laps to go. Matt Grobelny takes over the lead from Jeff Bergner, who found himself out front for 11 laps. And Cody Levitt's just hanging right there with Orlando Rivera. There's your top 4 on the screen. Jeff Bergner a little bit sideways. Off turn 4 that time. Every time he goes sideways, he takes a little bit of life out of those tires. Dobbs still side-by-side back here. These guys are still duking it out real hard as Conley's sideways a little. Dobbs is sideways, almost runs into the door there on the 141 of O'Berry. As there you see it, it's still going to be Greg O'Berry to the inside. Jamie Leach working that. Oh, look at Conley once again sideways off 4. They're 3 wide behind these guys, but right in front of them also. As Jamie Leach is going to get it as Conley. Oh, as Jamie Leach overshoots turn 1 then. Leach overshoots it. Conley going to be in the middle. O'Berry's to the inside. Somebody spinning up in front of them. Looks like that's the 21 there of Jeff Bergner as he's pointed in the wrong direction. Yellow flag is now flying on the raceway as Jeff Bergner starts to point her in the right direction. Not sure what happened with the 21 there of Jeff Bergner. We're going to find out right here on our instant replay camera. Let's go on, not on board, but let's go over top here and see what happened with Jeff Bergner. As you see the 3 wide happening just behind them, that's what we were watching. We're right here with Cody Levitt. Levitt to the outside. Bergner sideways entering turn 1. Looks like he goes back to the throttle a little early and goes to lock it up, but don't think he touches the inside wall. He does not, as he gets the 21 turned back around, and that's when the yellow flag flies here at Phoenix. So Jeff Burdner going around on lap 62 after leading a handful of laps. Now pointed back in the right direction, though. He'll tag the rear of the field right now, shown from the second position all the way back to the 17th spot. You're most likely going to see the entire field come down. They've seen how much tires matter here tonight from Phoenix. Everybody coming down as it looks like now it's going to put Timmy Smith back to 8 laps down, as he should get the lucky dog wave around. And there you see him as he stays out as everybody else is coming down pit road. So as everybody is down pit road, let's see if we could possibly get a word in with a driver out there, if we can get a hold of Timmy Valenzuela. Let's see if we can get a word in with the driver of the 04, Tim Valenzuela. You got a copy. It's Roger in your booth.
Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Well, we're doing pretty good up here in the booth, but unfortunately it looks like on timing and scoring, you've been sitting down there having a nice cold beverage for the last 13 minutes.
Yeah, you know, I've been enjoying my G Fuel, just kind of giving my engine some time to cool down. May have hit a wall or two, so figure, you know, better get it fixed while it's not running.
Yeah, we see a handful of guys out there tonight slipping and sliding. How are the track conditions as it is up over 100 degrees?
Man, you know, honestly, turns 1 and 2 aren't that bad. You can throttle through it no problem, but it's coming out of turn 4 right on the bottom line that there's a nice couple of bumps that are throwing people off, I think, because I've seen a lot of wrecks going in, you know, out of turn 4, hitting in front of the wall.
Yeah, I believe we seen you come off turn 2 at one point and decide to try and take that dog leg that has grass covered down there. How did that work out for that car?
Yeah, I got a little bump from Matt Grabelli. I don't think I was going fast enough for him, so decided to give me the bump, and I went low just to give the courtesy of letting people by.
And after that, it was all downhill for the rest of the night.
Yeah, definitely. No, going through that grass definitely was not good for my car, and suffering the consequences now.
Well, it's a good thing that you're better at doing paperwork over there at the Team McMullen VA Lender Loans than it is for you behind the wheel here tonight. But good luck, I guess, the rest of the way. Maybe you can get back out there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, hey, give me a call if you need a loan. I'm not doing anything right now.
Well, there you heard it from Timmy Valenzuela. He's one of the drivers for Over the Wall Racing, between him and his brother of Danny Valenzuela right now. It's been believe it's a three race streak so far that Timmy Valenzuela has beat his brother of Danny. That might come to an end here tonight, though, at Phoenix. All lights on the pace car are off. We will go back green flag racing on lap 67. Colton Farrow is your leader with Cody Levitt in second. Jamie Leach is hanging on to third right now with Mac Robelny in fourth. Orlando Rivera is shown in your fifth position with Hunter Conley in sixth. Then it's going to be, it looks like, the 30 of David Carmen and Greg O'Berry, 7th and 8th. Jeff Burdner is 9th with Jason Dobbs sitting in 10th. So we'll go back green flag racing with 34 laps to go here from Phoenix. We do thank everybody for tuning in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network here on YouTube. But there goes the pace car, and there goes the 62 back to the throttle. As you see everybody coming down the front stretch, everybody minding their own P's and Q's, but the 62 gets the good start, and then it's going to be the battle between teammates to find out who can get the second spot. Cody Levitt to the outside, Jamie Leach on the inside, and then you got the Backwoods team right behind them in the green monster machines. As here comes Grobelny to the outside now on Leach, trying to push Levitt off into the corner. Levitt gets a great run. He's going to go to the outside now here on Colton Farrow. Looks like maybe Farrow lifted a little early going into turn 3. That allowed the 38 to get a good run. Oh, contact right behind them. Hunter Conley is going around. Conley is going around there, I believe, off maybe is that Orlando Rivera also involved. So that'll put us right back under yellow flag conditions here. Have to go back and see what happened and transpired between these two drivers as they were side-by-side racing. I believe this is for your fifth position as they came off turn number 4. Oh, it looks like Conley went sideways. Orlando Rivera nowhere to go. They both made contact. They both hit the inside wall. Rivera just really had nowhere to go on that. Let's see if we can throw it back just a little bit farther. see if we can go on board. That's looking back. Let's see if we can get a looking forward. There we go. There's Conley to the outside. He just gets sideways, and right there was Orlando Rivera. Nowhere for him to go as Rivera runs right into the door of the 7. It looked like a little bit of a out-of-control car maybe for the 7. We've seen him sideways multiple times here tonight. So none of your leaders have come down pit road just yet. We're going to see if pit lane opens this time by. Cody Levitt looks like he's going to bypass the pit lane. Who's going to be the first one to come down? Matt Grobelny faked like he was going to. He's not. Dobbs not going to. So none of your leaders electing to come down pit road. Your first one down pit road looks like that's going to be the 40 of Millen, who's running in your 15th spot. So Millen's coming down pit road along with Donald Bennett, Jared Hagerdorn, Darrell Clauter, and Hunter Conley also going to come down pit road. So all those drivers towards the end of your lead lap coming down pit road. As you see Conley coming to a stop in his pit box. As Conley sits there on his pit box, let's see if we can actually get a word in with that driver. Let's see if we can get a word in with Hunter Conley. Conley, you got a copy. It's Roger here in your booth.
Yeah, how's it going, Roger?
Well, we're doing pretty good here in the booth, but my friend, it looks like you're going to start towards the rear of the field here after having a pretty good car in the beginning stages of this event. We've seen you sideways a number of times. How's that car driving and how much damage is on that 7?
There was only about 3 seconds of optionals after making contact with the inside wall. I found a line that works for me, but yeah, getting loose. It's a good thing I like driving dirt cars because I've been getting loose a lot out of these turns.
Yeah, and with the sideways factor, is eating the tires tonight with the track temp at 107?
Yeah, tires are definitely losing all grip after about 4 or 5 laps, and then after that, it's just who can wheel this thing around the track the best.
It's going to be a long distance to the front of this one. It looks like you're going to have just right around 28 laps when we go back to green flag racing. Do you have the car that can make it back to the front here tonight?
I think with some of the guys that have fallen out of the race so far, if I can get up there, I think I can contend. But that's a tall order to get back up to the front of this field because it's a hornet's nest trying to crawl through here.
Well, that's a long way to go. Good luck, and maybe we'll get to speak with you at the end, maybe as a bridesmaid.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
Well, there you heard it from Hunter Conley as he's sitting now back in your 17th position. Has a long way to go to try and make it back to the front because that man's out front. His name's Cody Levitt, and who's going to be right to his door? That'd be Matt Grobelny. Then it'd be Colton Farrow to the inside of Jamie Leach. Then it's Greg O'Berry, Jeff Bergner, David Carmen, Jason Dobbs, Josh Taylor, Michael Whitaker to round out that top 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming down to the end of this event here. Like I said, it's going to have 28 laps when we go back to green flag racing. Who's your money on? Make your bet now. Who are you going to lay with? Is it going to be Levitt, who's led a number of laps here tonight? Maybe Greg O'Berry or Jeff Bergner, who's back there 5th and 6th. How about Matt Grobelny? He's never parked the 4 in victory lane, but he has a chance here tonight. Maybe Jason Dobbs can come back through the field, or how about Danny Valenzuela running back there 14th? Maybe Donald Bennett can surprise us, come from 16th through the field also. There's the pace car, and we are back to green flag racing. 28 laps to go to decide this one. Levitt with a great start. He'll pull up going into turn 1 there on Matt Grobelny, so there go nose to tail into the corner. And then it's kind of back here is the battle. Jamie Leach going to get around the 62 of Farrow off turn number 1 and 2. Somebody's going around towards the back of the field here. Looks like Conley going to make contact with, looks like Jarrett Reichard. So we're going to go right back under yellow. Conley involved in the last 2 incidents. Let's throw her back. Right here on the replay there, you see Jared Reichard kind of slide up the track in turn 1. Hunter Conley. Oh, Reichard sideways. Reichard makes contact with the two of Jared Hagedorn, and Conley actually nowhere to go as he's involved in this one. So those 4 fresh tires that Conley just went and got, he's most likely going to be coming right back down pit road to put 4 fresh tires on that machine. So as we're back under yellow, we're going to step away for a moment. We'll be right back here at Phoenix International Raceway with more Salt Flat IROC Racing.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing. Once again, photo finish here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Will it be Tim Hogan? It's going to be Christopher DeMerritt at the line.
And welcome back here to Phoenix. As you see, the lights are off on the pace car, which means we got the one to go while we were away, and we're going to go back green flag racing right here. So 23 laps it's going to be now to the finish here. So Conley, who was involved in that last wreck, going to have even fewer laps to now try and make his way through the field here. Cody Levitt going to bring us back to green flag action. Grobelny still second. Leach is still third. Farrow is fourth. Bergner fifth with O'Berry in sixth. Laps are ticking down. There goes the pace car down pit road. Levitt is away. We're back to green flag racing here at Phoenix. Levitt gets a great start there. Grobelny not as good of a start as last time. Here comes Jamie Leach trying to fill the inside hole, but he's not going to be able to. It looks like Grobelny. Oh, Grobelny actually slips a little off turn 2. When Grobelny slipped a little bit, that allowed Leach to reel him back in. We've seen Grobelny make the outside lane work going down in here into 3 and 4, though. Can he make it work once again? Here's Berger to the back bumper of the 88 of Leach. Sideways it looks for the number 4 of Matt Grobelny. At the line, it's going to be Grobelny and then Jamie Leach. Levitt still sitting out front. This is the battle brewing for second place. Leach to the inside. Grobelny sideways off the top side. They were even 3 wide behind them. It looked like Millen was just about 3 wide with Michael Whitaker and Danny Valenzuela. We're going to stay right here at the front of this with the laps closing down. Leach still holds the inside lane. Grobelny letting it all hang out on that right rear of the 4 as he is completely sideways trying to stay out of the quarter panel of the 88. Sorry. It looked like for a moment there Grobelny might possibly have tagged the wall because Jamie Leach got by. Now here comes Jeff Berger to the inside as he moves Jamie Leach up the track just a little bit by showing him the nose of that 21 machine. But even him sideways. Berger sideways. Grobelny into the outside wall. Grobelny going to make contact with O'Barry. O'Barry making hard contact with that inside wall. Grobelny comes to, or not Grobelny, O'Barry comes to a rest there on the inside. It's a shame for Greg O'Barry as he worked his way through the field after being spun in the early goings. But as that all transpired, Cody Levitt pulls out to a half-second lead over Jamie Leach, then Jeff Bergner, then Matt Grobelny. Grobelny was the one into the outside wall when all that happened. Now the caution flag is waving. Caution flag waving when Hunter Conley goes around in turn number 1 with 20 laps to go here. Conley was battling back here with Patrick Smith for the 14th position. Just got around Patrick Smith and set his eyes on the 04 of Danny Valenzuela and the number 99 of Michael Clark. Oh, it looks like Danny goes in, taps Michael Whitaker. Conley nowhere to go. Conley's wrapped up involved in this one along with Smith, Jarrett Reichert, and Jared Hagerdorn also involved in this one. We're going to throw it back just a little bit, see if we can go for the nose camera here on the 7. There you see it all happen right in front of him. Nowhere for him to go. Gets the 2-for-1 special and then pointed the wrong direction. Then he gets railed by Jarrett Reichert. So Conley's day goes from bad to even worse. Now the question's going to be when pit road opens right here, who's coming down pit road? Here comes Cody Levitt. He fakes down pit road. He ends up staying out. Everybody else looks to be staying out along with him. So the fake that wasn't, it was the fake that didn't work. Nobody else fell through it for it. Everybody that's coming down pit road looks to be Patrick Smith, Michael Whitaker, Jarrett Reichert, Jared Hagerdorn, Danny Valenzuela, Hunter Conley, Greg O'Barry, all those drivers coming down pit road. They were all wrapped up in that last incident there, so they will take 4 fresh tires and service to their machines and see if they can work their way through the field. So it's your Wednesday night race here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. If you like these IROCs out there on track, go ahead, give them a thumbs up. Let them know you really enjoy the paint schemes that are out there on these cars tonight. They do it every Wednesday night right here at the same time at 9 p.m. East. And if you enjoy your Turn 3 Racing Network, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, get a notification at any time some of us go live here. We got Danny Valenzuela on Monday night broadcasting the Shut Up and Race group. We got K.R. Stolfus and David Worrell also in the booth on Monday nights with the OP Super Speedway Series. We got Chris Legou and Rick Hammond on Friday nights with the Relentless Racing, and back again with them on Sunday night. And then you have me over here on the Wednesday night with your Salt Flat IROC Series. We're live most of the time here. I'm going to say I think the only night that we don't have anything going as of right now is a Saturday night shootout series, but there's something brewing in the back work, so stay tuned here on your Turn 3 Racing Net Facebook page to get all those notifications. But how about the notification tonight? Cody Levitt has led the most laps so far with 26. Tim Smith has led the next most with 16, but right now Smith is still shown 21st position, 6 laps down. Greg O'Barry not having the night he wants. He still sits on pit road. It looks like he's been sitting there for your last 2 minutes. So that's an unfortunate way it's going to end for Greg O'Barry as he looked forward tonight to coming into Phoenix, as it is classified as a short track. So your top 5 right now: Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach, Jeff Bergner 3rd, Matt Grobelny 4th as the lights go out in the pace car. Jason Dobbs is 5th. Orlando Rivera is sitting in your 6th spot. Colton Farrow is 7th with Josh Taylor there in 8th. Josiah Millen has worked the 40 machine back up inside the top 10 to 9th. Then it's Josh Taylor rounding out the top 10. David Carmen sits there 11th with Daryl Clauder. Skip Carbon also right there, 12th. Donald Bennett is 13th. Danny Valenzuela is 14th. And Patrick Smith is sitting in your 15th spot. So as they work through the dog leg, we will go green flag racing. With 15 laps to go, we do have a green-white checkered in play here tonight if we would happen to need it. So as they all work through turns 3 and 4, waiting for the iRacing pace car to duck off so we can get them tuned up right now. And there the left-hand turn is, and there's Levitt back to the loud pedal early. He's going to try and get the jump so possibly Jamie Leach can get down in front of the 21 of Jeff Bergner. Leach is clear. The 88 of Leach is clear, so the front two are going to go nose to tail. Oh, Leach slips a little, going to leave the inside lane open for Jeff Bergner. Bergner had to check just a little bit. Then that's going to go Bergner right next door now to Matt Grobelny down the backstretch. With Bergner having to check up, Matt Grobelny got a good run there, and he got around the 21, but Bergner is going to fight back. He'll never lay over and say die. He's going to go for gold. We've got a caution on the raceway once again, as it looks like Donald Bennett has gone around in the 31 machine. So right back here to caution flag. Let's see if we can go find that one for you. As it's already happening right in front of our camera there. Hunter Conley involved in that one. We're going to have to throw it back just a little bit. Michael Whitaker also involved. Let's go just a little bit farther back. This all transpires right here, right for the 14th position. Looks like contact between the 7 to the 04 of Valenzuela. So Conley getting into Danny Valenzuela, turning Bennett around. Michael Whitaker also gets involved. So the 7 of Hunter Conley's night that we said went from bad to worse, you might as well, at this point, say it's not going to happen for the driver of the 7, as now that's I believe 3 yellows in a row for Conley. That's unfortunate. You don't want to see that for Hunter or any of the drivers that just got wrapped up into that. So 13 laps to go here. Tim Smith, look at that. He was 9 laps down, or actually 10 laps down at one point. Now he's going to be shown 5 laps down. He's probably out there saying, guys, have at it. Something happens, I'm just going to continue to get my wave arounds, and I'm going to be here before the end of this thing. So as all that transpires, we're going to step away for one more break here before we bring you the end action here from Phoenix. as we're back here at Phoenix, the lights on the pace car are out, so that means we're going back green flag racing with 10 laps to go here from Phoenix. Levitt once again going to lead us back to green flag racing. Then it's going to be Jamie Leach, still Mac Robelny sitting third, still Jeff Bergner in fourth, still Jason Dobbs in fifth, and, well, still Orlando Rivera sitting there sixth. Green flag is out. We're going to race once again here from Phoenix. Levitt gets a great start. Not so much for Jamie Leach this time, as he might clear Mac Robelny by the time they get to one. Down into turn one, it's still going to be Levitt, then Leach. Robelny going to go door-to-door, toe-to-toe with Jeff Bergner. Bergner having the best race of the season so far for the 21 machine. Question is, now can he finish it off? Jason Dobbs into the top five now with that 985. They're going to go side by side here into turns three. Side by side for Robelny and Bergner. Bergner hanging on to her. Look at him fishtail it. He's going to have to go high. He taps the wall out of turn four. He's going to keep it up top. So now Robelny's going to be free to try and pounce onto the 88 as Bergner going to fall all the way from inside the top three there, top four, all the way back to your eighth position. There you see him battling with his teammate now of Josh Taylor. So as those two teammates try to battle it out, right there's Hunter Conley as Conley starts to work back up through the field now after being wrapped up in a couple incidents. Cody Levitt still holding down the lead. Jamie Leach going to overshoot turn number 3 and 4. Can he put the power down to get back by Mac Robelny, though? Robelny and Leach both sideways a little bit. Dobbs sitting there waiting to try and pounce if something would happen. We're back under yellow flag conditions, it looks. Patrick Smith is up there trying to ride the wall. I don't think that's the fast way around. So we're going to have to throw it back here with the late caution flag. Let's see where this transpires. We're going to follow the 78 here of Patrick Smith. Smith is sideways. Oh, he's just sideways and ends up into the door, collecting a couple drivers. Smith up on his lid, winds up on the fence line. We're going to have to rewind it just a little bit here and see who is all actually wrapped up involved in this one. There you see that gray car to the outside. That looks like that's the 99 there of Darrell Plauder out of Florida. Smith gets into him. Michael Whitaker's right there. Whitaker gets tagged into the back of Skip Carman. Carman goes around. He's driving it backward. Look at the car control here for the number 19. Skip Carman just going to ride her all the way down into turn one. Then he loops her around and gets her fired off in the right direction. Looks like Patrick Smith, though, is starting to dog walk, as now we already see him when we come back live. But Patrick Smith looks like he might be done here for the evening. So under caution flag here with 7 laps to go. So with such a short race left here tonight, it's going to be hard for a lot of these drivers buried outside the top 10. Nobody actually coming down pit road either to see if they can put 4 fresh tires or anything on the car, so going to be interesting to see. The only drivers coming down pit road is Danny Valenzuela, Skip Carman, Patrick Smith. Those drivers were wrapped up in that event there that transpired. Let's see if we can get a word in with the driver of the 19, Skip Carman. Got a copy. It's Roger up here in your booth.
Yeah, Roger. How you doing, buddy?
Well, we're doing pretty good up here at the booth. Look at that. We just watched the replay there coming off turn 4. It looked like nowhere for you to go as it's kind of narrow there coming off turn 4 onto the front stretch.
Yeah, these things are slipping and sliding pretty good.
So tell us about the little handy driving school tip that you just showed coming down the front stretch with that 19 as you drove it all the way backwards down the front stretch. Where did you learn that trick?
I didn't want to come down in front of the 04 there, Danny, and there was another car right there, so I just tried to keep it going along the wall there without hitting the wall.
That was a nice piece of driving there for yourself, Skip. As right now you're shown in your 18th position, though, is there any way you can still salvage a top 10 out of tonight?
Yeah.
Short and sweet to it, just, yeah, you're going to get there?
I'm sorry, Roger. I couldn't hear you, buddy.
It's all good. We asked if you could get back to the top 10.
Okay.
So, hey, good luck the rest of the way here, and maybe we'll get the shout at you later.
Thank you, Roger. Take care.
There you heard Skip Carmen. Just didn't want to come back down in front of Danny Valenzuela, so elected to just drive the 19 backwards. Backwards, but the correct direction. So he'll rejoin the group with 4 fresh tires, started and going to start there in your 18th spot. So let's see, it should be 4 to go, and the lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to get one shot at this before we have to go to overtime if we would need it. There is one chance at overtime. Your top 10 running order, though, is Cody Levitt, Jamie Leach, Mac Robelny, Jason Dobbs, Orlando Rivera, Colton Farrow, Josiah Millen, Jeff Bergner, Josh Taylor, Hunter Conley. That's your top 10 drivers at the timing and scoring line. That's how they'll restart here with 3 to go. 3 laps to go, and it's closing down on the finish really quick here. And Levitt and Leach have another good restart here. This is the one that's going to count. How about Matt Grobelny? Can he come around Jamie Leach and go after Cody Levitt? Or is Jason Dobbs going to pull a restart from Vols Nation out of the hat? Going to find out. There goes Levitt. He goes right away. Jamie Leach is going to look to possibly clear Matt Grobelny, and it looks like he does clear Grobelny going into turn 1. So the battle then will brew on for your second position. Oh, Leach going to give up the inside lane just a beat. Can Grobelny try and get under him off turn 2? Off turn 2, there you see it. Mac Grobelny not going to be able to get to the inside on the 88 of Jamie Leach, so they're going down into the corner. It's going to be Levitt, Leach, Grobelny. Grobelny battles with Jason Dobbs there for 3rd. Dobbs trying to make the outside work. We're going to see 2 to go. Let's see how close Dobbs gets it to the outside wall. Just a little scrape for the 985 of Dobbs. Dobbs puts that car into the outside wall, but is able to still hang there just right on the back quarter panel of Matt Grobelny. Sideways for the 7 of Hunter Conley. Conley going to lock it down to the inside there. Jeff Bergner out of control in the number 21 machine. As he's sitting sideways, Jared Reichert nowhere to go. Green flag still in the air. Jeff Bergner going around. Now the caution flag is out. So that looks like this is going to send us to overtime. So let's take a peek back here on the final replay of the night that we're going to be able to get. Started here, Hunter Conley into the side of the 21 of Jeff Bergner. That forces Bergner up the track. Bergner then gets sideways when he comes back to the throttle. It goes around, collects, that looks like David Carmen. Jared Reichert nowhere to go, piles right in. Tim Smith also just out there trying to turn some laps. Nowhere for Tim Smith to go either. Let's go back here and see if we can ride on board from a cockpit view with Tim Smith. There you see it all unfolding right in front of him. He locked it down, tried to clear to the inside there in the grass. Unfortunately, the 21 was already sitting there waiting. So Tim Smith gonna get the 000 pointed in the right direction, but his night was hounded from the start. Still shown 4 laps down, and since he was involved in this one, I don't believe he'll get the wave around here, so that will kind of seal the deal tonight for him. So we're going to go to overtime. Don't pay any attention to the up in the corner where it says finishing. Don't go anywhere. We are going to overtime here as Greg O'Berry's going to get his lap back. We're going to have one shot at finishing this one under green. So it looks like everybody that was involved in that incident except for the number 30 of David Carmen is going to be able to continue on their merry way. Tim Smith is out there on track. Jeff Bergner is out there on track. Jarrett Reichert is also out there on track. So the way the running order is going to shake up this time on this restart, it's going to be Levitt, Leach, Grobelny, your top 3. And it's going to be Dobbs, Farrow, Rivera, your next 3. That's your top 6. Then it's going to be Millen, Taylor, Danny Valenzuela, Whitaker, your top 10 drivers. So it's going to be a shootout out there on the hot and slippy track. The question is who's going to get the better restart. These guys have been out there. Your top 8 drivers have been out there for 37 laps on their tires. That's the longest we've seen anybody out there run all race long. Then you got Danny Valenzuela sitting back there in your 9th position. Who, checking through the stat sheet here, it's showing that Danny's been out there for 6 laps, so he does have the freshest tires, along with Skip Carmen in the number 19. Carmen's going to restart in the 12th position, and it looks like Valenzuela is going to start there in the 9th position. So we'll see how those guys can try and come through the field here in the late going. As the lights go out, we're going to finish this one out here from Phoenix. As they double them up coming through the trial. Everybody, a couple cars out there towards the back. I believe that's Timmy Valenzuela back out on track with missing his nose piece. And I think that's Jarrett Reichert out there in the 86, who's also back out on track missing his nose piece. As they miss the nose piece, though, the battle's going to be right up here. We're going to stay put right here to finish this one out. Pace cars down and away. There's the green flag. Cody Levitt gets a really good start. Look at Jason Dobbs. Dobbs going to get a great start there, too. Jamie Leach got an even better start as he's going to go side by side with his teammate there, Cody Levitt, down into the corner. Is it going to be the outside lane or the inside lane that prevails off turn number 2? Jamie Leach has the momentum right now for his team. Side by side still through the dog leg. Here comes Jason Dobbs, though. He doesn't want to let these guys run away with the show. He's here at Phoenix. He was just looking forward all week to getting in the car. Going to come by. We're going to see the white flag in the air this time by 2 teammates still battling it out. Jamie Leach sideways off the corner. Levitt sideways to the inside. At the line, it's going to be Jamie Leach. White flag now in the air here tonight. Final lap here as your top 4 are nose to tail. It's Leach, Levitt, Dobbs. Levitt's going to go to the inside here. He's going to protect, make Jason Dobbs. If he's going to do it, he's going to go to the outside. Leach slips going into 3. As Jamie Leach slips going into turn 3, here comes Cody Levitt to the inside. Macro Belny is sideways. Who's going to win it at the line? At the line, door to door, side by side. Jamie Leach going to win here from Phoenix. Cody Levitt comes home second with Jason Dobbs in third. We have a couple cars spinning down through the field. We have a mayhem wreck on the start-finish line after the event here from Phoenix. We might just have to go back here and check out what just transpired before we get to all of our post-race. A lot of cars wrapped up in this one. It looks like it all started in front of the 99 here. Oh! Danny Valenzuela may have gone to the moon. We just may have started the Salt Flat IROC NASA program. So a couple drivers, Conley is involved in that. Derek Lauder is involved in that. Jared Hagedorn comes to a screeching stop. But Jamie Leach out there celebrating. So we're going to step away and we will bring you post-race interviews here from Phoenix International Raceway. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Phoenix International. It was a rough one for the Salt Flat IROC series tonight here from Phoenix, as the tempers were probably as hot as the track temp in the triple digits. But one of the drivers that was able to keep his cool through the whole entire night, I've caught up with him, your third place finisher here tonight, Jason Dobbs in the 985. Jason, a slick track out there, and you just wanted to be in the car.
Yeah, I did. I was, going to start off with a bad attitude, but I'm not going to do it. I kept my cool all night long, and it just proves what a good driver I am, and I just wanted to show the millions that.
Yeah, you started way back in your 22nd position. You didn't get to lead any laps here tonight. Your lowest position after the initial drop of the green flag was 12th, and your highest was right where you finished there in 3rd. How was the track out there for yourself as you made your way through the field?
I was real bad slick, but I felt real comfortable the longer we ran. I felt like that a lot of guys was slipping and sliding, and I was just kept my head level and was picking positions up one at a time. Just brought it home 3rd, though. So, oh well. Hey, go Vols.
But a good finish in 3rd place here. What did you need to get around those two teammates who were out in front of you, it looked like, all night long?
To use the old chrome horn there going into turn 1 maybe, but I would never do that to those two. Yeah, they're a good group of guys, and I got a lot of respect for them, and I hope they would give me respect the same way. And some out here I don't, but that's just what happens, part of racing. You like who you do, and you like who you don't, and that's how I'm going to be looking forward.
Well, looking forward. How about for next week? Looking forward to heading to the figure 8 track for the All-Star break here for the IROCs?
Oh, absolutely. I hope that's unlimited fast repairs, because I will definitely use the front bumper on this SOB right here. Go Vols.
Well, there you heard it. Jason Dodds coming home with a 3rd place finish tonight here. Looking forward to next week to use the old chrome horn. Didn't get to use it tonight against the guy who finished in your 2nd position. I've also caught up with him. Cody Levitt, a 1-2 finish here for your team. What did you need? You looked good on all the restarts except for that final restart of the night.
Yeah, that last restart was a doozy there. I got hit by Matt to start it, and I wasn't planning on going yet, but that made Jamie go, and he got a better start than me. So that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, so a 2nd place finish. It looks like you had a really strong car out there tonight. You led 45 laps. That's the most laps led out here. The next closest person had 16 laps led, so you pretty much dominated the race except fell 1 position short. Tell us about the racing that transpired out there on track throughout the night.
It was a lot of fun. Slick race car or slick racetrack. Lots of people spinning, as you could see. You could give people a chrome horn and they wouldn't completely wreck, and they just slide up the racetrack for you to get underneath them. I didn't have to do that much, but I almost had it done to me a couple times. Kind of spooky.
Kind of spooky out there from Phoenix in the desert. How does driving in the, I'm going to say on the West Coast, because a lot of the tracks that we go to are kind of in the desert. Do the track conditions out here, are they different than what you would see possibly when we head over to Pocono that's buried in the hills of Pennsylvania?
I would say so. I think these are a lot slicker than those tracks out east. Maybe it's just hotter here. I don't know what the track temp was, but it was really, really slick.
Yeah, track temp up over 100 degrees all night long. It's at its lowest peak with all the cars off the track. We're finally hit 101. So that's something, you're from out west. You know all about that heat. That's something that you guys experience day in and day out.
Yes, sir.
Well, Cody, before we let you go, we're going to hand you the mic. We're going to ask you if you need any shout-outs to anybody out there, anybody that helps you out on the track.
I want to thank all of our sponsors, Next Level Racing, Sim Necessities, McMullen, Turn 3 for broadcasting us, Double Yankee. Also want to thank Jamie, racing me hard, making me, work my hardest to get a win, and coming up short. Congrats to him though, that's my teammate there, and thank you to Keystone Motorsports as well, because they've helped me out a lot as well.
Well, there you heard it from your 2nd place runner tonight. That's going to be Cody Levitt out of Las Vegas, coming home 1 position short here tonight from snatching a win. The guy who did, though, show up tonight and park it in victory lane, that's going to be the 88 here of Jamie Leach. Jamie didn't lead the most laps, didn't come even close to leading the second or third or fourth most laps, but 4 laps is all you needed to do it. You led the last one.
Yeah, still kind of wondering how that happened. I think I just got a little bit better restart at the end. It was tough racing tonight. I was having a little bit of issues in 3 and 4. Cody helped me out a lot there and told me to run a little bit higher, and it really helped me out quite a bit.
Yeah, as you had the outside position going into turn number 1, is that what really did it for you? It seemed like the 88 was able to hold the outside a little bit better than the inside, because we saw you a handful of times go down into turn 1 and the car just kind of wash up out of the groove. Was the outside just that much better?
Honestly, I was trying to stay as low as I could in 1 and 2. I'd always lose a lot of speed going higher in that corner. I really thought he was going to get me in 1 and 2 there, but just had it barely in that middle line and just made it stick.
Able to make it stick through the corners. Do you know what the exact finishing distance was between you and Cody at the line?
Probably about a bumper.
A bumper. It's more like the little point on the front bumper of these cars. 0.014.
Oh, jeez.
That is the second closest finish in IROC history. We'd have to go all the way back to, I believe it was the inaugural season for Salt Flat, when I believe it was either Michigan or Auto Club when we saw a finish of .002. So congratulations on being able to have the second closest finish, and especially going door to door with your teammate. Tell us about that one at the end of it. Were you worried at any point with Cody to the inside of you?
No, not at all. I was more worried about me messing up and getting into him than I was him getting into me.
Well, you were able to lock her down here tonight. You were able to come away with P1. We're going to give you the mic before we do step away from you. Who do you got to thank for this victory?
I got to thank my wife for watching us every week. Like to thank my teammate, Cody Levitt. He really helps me out, helps me get my lines down. To a T Lawn Care, Sim Necessities, Team McMullen, Next Level Racing, L5 Motorsports, Little V Books. Oh, and I'd like to give a shout out to Larry Poling also, watching out there. He's an up-and-coming iRacer, and I hope to see him in some of these leagues soon.
Well, there you heard it from your winner here tonight. Jamie Leach going to park the 88 in victory lane for the Deeper Darker Dude team. They finished 1-2 tonight. I believe that's an extra point, if I'm not mistaken, if I read the point sheet right. So congratulations to that team going 1-2 and having a great finish, the second closest finish in Salt Flat IROC history. Jason Dobbs does come home third there. The rest of your timing and scoring is scrolling through at the top of your screen. Find your favorite driver here tonight and find where he finished. But we do got to thank all of the sponsors here tonight for the Salt Flat IROC series. We got to thank Next Level Racing stepping up and putting up a prize this season. Find that one out at the end of the year. Team McMullen, your premier VA lender loan, not just VA lender loans. Anybody needs any kind of loan, head on over to Team McMullen or contact Timmy Valenzuela, who is part of the IROC series here. Timmy coming home in your 22nd position, though. DLB Yankees 41, a Twitch streamer. Go ahead over there to Twitch. Give DLB Yankees 41 a subscribe. You can catch his in-car camera. How about Sim Necessities stepping up? Find your favorite driver is what Sim Necessities says. You need a button box, though? Head on over there. Macro Belney, who came home in your 5th position tonight, could hook you up with that. L5 Motorsports. Need any kind of work done in the Vermont area? Head on over to L5 Motorsports. Need a new car, new used car? Pick one up over there at L5 Motorsports. To a T Lawn Care. You want that baseball stripe looking in your front yard? To a T Lawn Care. They can hook you up with that one. Well, that's going to do it here from the Phoenix International Raceway. You just watched some great side-by-side action at the finish of this one. Jamie Leach holding off Cody Levitt. Next week, though, we're going to flip the script. No points on the line, unlimited fast repairs, run what you brung. We're going to the figure-8 track. No, all the rules are off. The gloves are going to come off. Anybody has a beef, that's where we're going to settle it out next week, right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network for your Salt Flat IROC series. We're catching next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the figure-8.